I was almost late getting back into the studio. We've discovered the time of the press conference. In fact, Sinrob doing here. It's at 3:30 down at the attacked Echelon building. Be polite, be nice, but we need Austin media, Austin bloggers, everybody to just go be part of the press conference and ask polite questions of Geithner, like why previously the Treasury wouldn't hire anybody that had the mildest tax problems, why he doesn't pay his taxes, why they're blocking the Bloomberg suit for $27 trillion, where that money, well, the suit's for 23.7. That's a 5-6-month-old number. It's over 28 trillion now. There's a lot of other questions that Tim Geithner can be asked. Like, in fact, I want to give the guys this article, Secret Summit of Top Bankers. And, of course, he won't really answer any of this. It's for the media. And Congress has asked you where the trillions went. What gives the Treasury authority to keep that secret? And what do you think of the bill to audit the Fed? Secret Summit of Top Bankers. News of Australia, including U.S. officials, meeting secret. Say, what happened in that meeting 2 weeks ago? What are you doing meeting secretly? Okay, Rob, do get down there by the mic for me real quick. Sure. It just says 3:30. Does it say where it is?
They said it's going to be at the crash site, so it's somewhere around there. I imagine when we get there, we'll just walk around and ask somebody. So we're going to leave in about 20 minutes. We should be ready to go.
All right, good. And everybody else should go who's media.
Okay.
And should be polite, be nice, but it's your First Amendment right. We're on.
We pay his salary.
That's right. We're on 1330 AM. We're on 590 AM. One of the micros, 90.1 carries what we're doing. I'm the cover story in Newsweek, because I'm
Texas Monthly.
Because if they try to stop any reporters talking to them, we're going to probably have to sue them. Mm-hmm. Just like they got sued over not letting people protest out front the governor's mansion. This is our right to do it, to go ask these questions of this person. And, of course, notice I have an article today how the White House is now doing less press conferences than Bush. And Geithner is nowhere. He's going there to act like a victim.
Of course.
And so it's important to go and ask these serious questions. So you guys go ahead and saddle up and get out of here. All right. God bless you.
Cool.
Take care, buddy. And anybody can find the address if they want. Pull up the Echelon building address for me, boys. Thank you. Oh, and then, of course, if something big happens, I'll come back live on air today. Just look at the Infowars.com streams. Won't be on the AM and FM till 11 a.m. back tomorrow. But we'll continue to track this as it develops. 9430 Research Boulevard. 9430 Research Boulevard, which is 183. It's right off 183, pretty close to Mopac. You cannot miss it. And, again, all you citizens out there that have your own media platforms, get out there, ask them questions. It'll surely be a media circus, but the more media we have there, better chance we have of asking an important question of this creature. Every time he gets up before Congress, they say, where's the money? Why won't you tell us? It's illegal. We're moving quickly to audit the Fed. It's passed the House. Very, very exciting things happening on this front. Now, I've got Bill Gates calls for population reduction. I've got new polls on Americans matter than they've ever been. I've got a lot of other really, really important stories here that we're going to be going over. But right now, I want to get into Joe Stack. Before I get into USA Today interviewing Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck says he believes in global warming and thinks we should all accept all the taxes because it's a good thing. So, again, he's always putting out multiple different messages depending on the audience he's talking to. The true mark of a politician, not a patriot, of old Glenn Beck. Benedict Beck. I almost got it wrong there. Benedict Arnold, Glenn Beck. Okay, let's go through these latest developments with the kamikaze attack in Austin last Thursday, now 5 days ago. You have Joe Stack, this pilot, software developer, musician, who Rob Dew actually knew. He'd filled in with some of their bands. He played for Joe Ely and a lot of other big bands. He reportedly burns down his house, goes and gets in an airplane, flies into the IRS/FBI building. Within 3 hours of it happening, and I predicted this 2 hours before it happened, at 11 a.m., then about an hour and a half later, the media said, yes, it's the Tea Parties. They came out and said it's the Tea Party movement. They did it. And I said, I don't know if this is an inside job. Could have been a disgruntled, angry person. I think a lot of people are wrongly hailing this violent act because this is not the road we want to go down. Just offensively, randomly targeting government people. You need to bring them to justice through the courts. We demand justice. We demand due process. We're against John Yoo and others saying the government can just kill whoever they want without a judge or jury because they think they're guilty. It's the same thing with this IRS auditor that got killed and the 13 people that got wounded. This is a very dangerous road to be going down. Armed revolution. You think the country's in trouble now? The globalists are set up and want this to happen. It doesn't mean the police and military won't get chewed up in the process. They've had NLE 09, all these FEMA drills with foreign troops. They want to chew up our police and military, then bring in the foreign assets. And the public's being conditioned for that. It's really happening. They want to shut down the web during a crisis. They want to bring this grid into place. I don't know if this is an inside job. And because the media at first didn't... They hyped it the first day, but the second day kind of shut down a lot of media coverage. I said, maybe it isn't staged, because when it's staged, they hype it with a big production like the underwear bomber that's now been proven to be completely staged. FBI got him on, protected him. That's now admitted. They lied about it at first. Ordered him let on the plane without ID through the State Department. FBI, CIA did. But now the hype is building up, and they've got all these articles in the London Guardian and the Statesman and New York Daily News, countless ones. I mean, I can't even keep track of them. I don't even read articles that are about me anymore, other than to see it says, the Tea Party people love it. Alex Jones likes it. I mean, just very deceptive stuff here. Clearly that is defamation. But they're even blaming Scott Brown in the news, saying he likes it. Just totally made up with no evidence. I mean, this is actionable legal basis here, but I'm not going to probably do anything about it because I'm too busy fighting the globalist. A suit would take up all our time. The point is we're going to counter them because the media is already discredited. Now, Joe Stack's family doubts suicide note was written by him, the AP reported. According to an article from the Associated Press, the Austin, Texas suicide pilot's note was not written by him. The note was suspiciously found on his website almost immediately after the attack, does not match his character. It sounds like it's from someone other person. Samantha Dawn Bell, Stack's daughter, from his first marriage, told the Associated Press in an interview from her home in Norway. But now she said if he did do it, that he's a hero. It's not him, she went on to say. The letter itself sounds like it's coming from a different person. It didn't sound like it came from him, she told the Associated Press. This information makes the possibility of this being a false flag operation even more evident. Rob Dew from Infowars.com also commented that this act did not fit his character. Rob Dew knew him. As this story develops, it is clear that even if it was a sincere act, it will be used to demonize the Patriot and Tea Party movements. This from Revolution Radio website breaking down the AP. Now here's KXAN NBC. Stack was calm before suicide attack. Noting that the pilot Joe Stack's final exchange with the controller tower in Georgetown Municipal Airport would have indicated anything was out of the ordinary on Thursday morning. According to recording, Stack's Piper N28 Dakota, we're going to play that coming up, was cleared for takeoff at 9:45 a.m. Have a nice day, were Stack's final calm words. Minutes later, Stack allegedly slammed his plane into the Echelon 1 building in Northwest, where the Internal Revenue Service housed its complaint resolution office. 2 people died. The bodies have yet to be identified, although it was suspected that one is Stack and the other a missing worker, and they have now confirmed that. Another KXAN interviewed witnesses, we interviewed several as well here on air, who said there were already emergency workers out there before the attack, and that the FBI, by the time they heard the explosion, looked out, and they were also out there within seconds with video cameras. Now, that's now been confirmed. But here's the media spin. Here's the Austin American-Statesman. The Austin American-Statesman from Sunday, February 21st. Give me a document cam shot for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers of this, please. Lucky coincidence may have saved lives. Travis County fire crews were training near plane crash site. On Thursday morning, just minutes before a single-engine plane would plunge into the Echelon 1 building, the Travis County Hazardous Materials teams gathered in the parking lot of Dave & Buster's at the intersection of 183 and Mopac Boulevard, Loop 1. It was the first time the team, made up of firefighters from Lake Travis, Pflugerville, Westlake, Oak Hill, and other fire departments had decided to hold its monthly training exercise there. Yeah, they were having training exercises that whole week. Someone had heard that a big empty lot was available, and it was central location for team members coming from 4 corners of Travis County. Boy, they were just all there. The parking lot just happened to be across the highway from the Echelon 1 building. Fire officials say the presence of the Travis County crews was particularly vital because several Austin firefighters and engines in the area were already battling a blaze at the home of Andrew Joseph Stack III, accused of being the pilot. It was a huge coincidence. Now, we're not saying the firefighters were involved, but clearly they could pre-deploy them, just saying, oh, go have your drill out here. Just like they had drills of an attack on 7/7, drills of an attack on the exact buildings, the exact time on 9/11. And